This haircut has been separated into 3 zones. The diagram you can see now is showing you your parting, sections, cutting line, movement of sections and direction of hair for my external length and internal length in zone 1. Starting behind the ear, I am choosing a length just under the hairline. Using the comb to secure the hair and cutting a length that stays consistent from one side to the other, making sure I comb the hair to natural fall. Section 2 is parallel to section 1, securing the hair between my fingers for maximum control. I'm directing the hair backwards to section 1 and following my guide. I continue with parallel sections to just above the ear, directing each new section backwards to section 1. To begin my internal length, I have taken a vertical section in the centre back. Using the external length as a guide, I cut a length that increases to the top. My vertical direction of hair is below the base, and my horizontal direction of hair is out from its base. In sections 2 and 3, my horizontal lengths are consistent. To achieve this, I used a forwards and backwards movement, so the sections are meeting in the middle. After section 3, my new sections are directed backwards towards where section 3 was last cut to maintain length and weight behind the ear. This is repeated on the opposite side. To see the result of my movement of sections, I cross-check starting in the middle and working out to the sides, making sure to direct the hair to the same point I initially cut it, both vertically and horizontally. Continuing to the hair above the occipital bone, I take a vertical section through the centre back. Using the previously cut hair as a guide, I connect the two and continue to cut a length that gets longer to the top. My vertical direction of hair continues to be below the base. I use the same movement of sections as I did under the occipital bone, looking for the strength in my guide to understand where I need to direct the hair horizontally. Notice as I work around the head shape, my sections begin to pivot to allow me to move around the curvature of the head. I then repeat the same sections and movement of sections on the opposite side. I cross-check my length starting in the middle to check my balance and check my shape visually, allowing the hair to breathe. The diagram you can see now is showing you your parting, sections, cutting line, movement of sections, and direction of hair for my external length and internal length in zone 2. Taking a horizontal section and using the previously cut external length from behind the ear as a guide, I comb the hair to natural fall and cut a length that stays consistent to the front hairline. Sections are then taken parallel and directed backwards to section 1. I repeat the same process on the opposite side and check my balance. To begin my internal lengths in zone 2, I take a vertical section over the ear, directing the new section backwards to where my last section behind the ear was cut, and I follow my guide. Parallel sections are taken and directed backwards to the same point, so my horizontal lengths continue to increase internally to the front hairline. I repeat this process on the opposite side. To prepare the hair for the blow dry, I firstly apply Oi All-in-One Milk from Davines, which will help control the frizz and soften the hair. I then apply Love Curl Cream by rubbing the product into both sides of my hands so I get an even distribution. This product will help me create a more defined curl without weighing the hair down. Without touching the hair, as this will make the hair frizzy, I gently move my hairdryer around using a diffuser to get an even distribution of heat. To refine the external length, I'm using the Allilon 5.5 classic scissor to gently chip away any stray hairs that I can see both internally and externally. The diagram you can see now is showing you your parting, sections, cutting line, movement of sections, and direction of hair for my internal length in Zone 3. Zone 3 is disconnected from Zones 1 and 2. I firstly want to understand where I want the length to sit at natural fall in relation to the other zones, and make a small guide. I then use this guide to cut a length that increases to the front hairline. My lengths across the head are increasing. To achieve this, I take parallel sections, directing each new section backwards towards the previous. I then repeat this on the opposite side. To cross-check my lengths that I had least control of, I am directing each section to the same place I initially cut the hair both vertically and horizontally. Once completed, I apply Love Curl Cream into Zone 3 and gently diffuse this hair. To create an instant full-bodied and tousled look without weighing the hair down, I'm using This Is a Dry Texturizer spray from Davines to create this salon-friendly shape using disconnection on curly hair.